it's Kelly Meyer, licensed and certified pediatric speech language pathologist, and welcome back to the Speedy Speech YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and as you can tell, this usually isn't my film day, as I was at the Dollar Tree, stopping by there to get my daughter something that she needed for a school project. As you can see, I am currently at the Dollar Tree. Obviously, I was not planning on filming this video, however, I just made a sensory box. Guys, oh my gosh, sand. I just want to point out that I just made an entire sensory box for less than $20. I saw, as you just saw, a lot of resources that could help you guys make a sensory box, and so I scratched the video that I had coming out for tomorrow, and instead I filmed this video so that I can show you how to use a sensory box, how to make a sensory box, how to use it effectively, what sensory boxes are intended for, and then all of the different skills that you can work with your child on at home. So I also have my lovely collection of Speechtree Company products. I love Speechtree. If you are not a speech therapist, if you're a parent, I highly recommend ordering anything related to articulation or phonological processes, which would be in here. I love these multisyllabic words. They come in a cute little case. They're little minis, and they also have the words on the front. Why is that important? Oh, also, you can use the code SPEEDY to get 10% off your purchase. So at speechtreeco.com, use the code SPEEDY, get 10% off your purchase. And let me explain why these are so great, because these are my favorite minis that we're going to put in our sensory box. So for the Z sound, I love that it comes with a cute little container. All of the resources are in there, all the little cute minis. And then also it gives you the Z list of words. So here are the words. And so a word like present, scissors, dessert, if you're not a speech therapist, you might not be able to hear the difference between the S and the Z sound. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you're targeting the correct words whenever you're having your child work on their articulation at home. So definitely recommend these. I love this entire set. I use it almost every day in therapy, so you can use the code SPEEDY at checkout for 10% off, and I will also put the link in the description box down below. Okay, so diving into it, you can find me on Instagram at Speedy Speech and on Facebook at Speedy Speech Path. And now I'm gonna walk you through why I just randomly built a sensory box at the Dollar Tree. So if you don't have a Dollar Tree, don't worry, I'm gonna put some links down below where you can get things cheap off of Amazon. And so I will definitely put some links with my favorite Amazon materials as well. So make sure to check that out below. So I'm just gonna walk you through what I have here. The first thing, the importance of this sensory box is because it is one of the first ways that we can start building joint attention, where your child is engaging with you, interacting with you, developing some of those pre-linguistic skills, developing a longer attention span. Also, our friends that are busy, that are sensory seeking, meaning that they need input, this is a tool to help them calm down because they're getting that input by different textures. So it's a great resource. You can also work on any type of basic concept skill like descriptive, spatial. You can compare and contrast. And then also if you have a little one who doesn't want to touch things initially, like if they don't like the feeling of sand, which I found and I bought 3 of, or if they don't like the feeling of beans, which is another one of my favorite sensory box fillers, or if they don't like the feeling of macaroni, then I found these little pinchers. How cute is this? It's a little kid's tweezer. And so what you want to do is start using these to help them begin picking up little objects and getting their hand used to touching things that they might think is yucky at first, because that is how we really how the brain processes information, and making sure that the child is not feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated. So if they're getting that sensory input, that is how they are processing information a little bit quicker, and also they're able to develop all of these new and great skills. So let me show you what I got. I got these cute little bug catcher play sets. So I love this because you could open this up, and then you could put your speech minis in some sand or in some beans. So what I do is dump this out, put my beans in or put my sands in, then open my 3 and 4 syllable words or open my Z sound, dump these in, and then if your child's not ready to touch the sand or the slime or the beans, then you can use your little tweezer, or how cute is this? It's a little bug scooper. So you could just open it up, squeeze it, and use it that way. Also, The kids that I work with at home love any type of things that you can fill up and dump out. And I love working on the word out and in. And I just filmed a preposition video, which I will put right here so that you can see how to teach out and in. And you can incorporate this using a sensory box. So I have all of my little scoopers here. So all I would do is model with your child. If I have my sand, so let me put my sand in. Okay, I have my sand. Let me open my multisyllabic words here. Dump this in. Ooh. Sometimes I let the kiddos know that it's okay. You want to make sure that you're at a table or somewhere where you're not going to make a giant mess. So definitely don't recommend doing this like in the living room at your house. So I mixed it all up where you can't see it. And I might say, oh, let's find something that's yellow. Can you help me? And so you can always fill this all the way up with sand. I'm just doing this for a quick example here. And then I can get my scooper or a little spoon and I can scoop out. So I'm gonna scoop it out and, oh, it's an octopus! And we could work on all the different sounds there. We could do our K and our S sound, or if you're still on your vowels, and if you need speech sound hand cues, I will put the link to that right here. And also, if you haven't seen my other video on the best toys for speech and language therapy, which I also used this entire set of speech tree co-sound, then I will definitely put the link in the description box below, as well as right here, so that you can check out that video as well with some of my very, very favorite toys. So here, what you're gonna do is just practice taking turns, which is an excellent social skill to work on with your little one, and something that will definitely be beneficial for them going into school-aged years. And so you'll take turns. So I would dig in, scoop, and out. You could dump it out, and kids love dumping things out. So here's the word in, and then once you get an object like a banana, I would pull it up next to my mouth and say, oh, what did I get? Banana. And make sure that you're drawing the attention to your mouth and to your face so that they can see your facial expression. You can squish the sand, you can make it into a ball. I love using the sand. Also, they had dinosaurs. So this was cute. So I got dinosaurs, wild animals. You could practice the animal sounds like roar. You need onomatopoeias. That's one of my favorite videos ever, so I'll definitely put that down below. Onomatopoeias are some of our first words that we see develop, and so that would be like, whoa, whoops, rawr, go, 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 go. All the fun sounds, and those are actually words because we can phonetically transcribe them. So those are some of the best words to work on if your little one is just beginning to imitate you. And so here we also have dogs and cats. So you could sort these, you could match them. You could work on descriptive concepts or following directions like find the dog, get the cat, show me the brown dog. Also, we have farm animals. So then we could do categories like let's find all the animals that live on the farm, and you could pour these in, pour them to the beans, into the sand, into the macaroni, whatever it is, and then have them scoop out one at a time, talk about it. You could ask WH questions like, where does this live? When do they go to sleep? You could ask who takes care of them. So that might be like the farmer or the zookeeper. Or if you have a pet, then it might be you. So you could definitely incorporate a lot of WH questions. Then I saw this fruit, which I absolutely love. And this is great because you could play pretend with it. You could stir it up into the sand. You could pull these out with your hands and then ask them to get the scooper or get their spoon or their spatula and pick it up like this. And kids love transferring a lot of times water. If you'd like to do this with water, they like to transfer the water in and out. So that makes it super fun. And again, you're just expanding on that attention. You're asking questions. You're having them identify objects. You're having them label objects. You're having them string words together. You're having them answer questions. You're really working on a variety of cognition skills here. And if your child is reluctant to touch things, again, you can always start by using these little bug catchers, which is super cute, or the tweezers, which I already showed you. And I just want to also go back over, if you are not a speech therapist, then the best thing that you could possibly do is buy minis. And even if you just want to put them in a box with some shredded papers, that is really how you're going to target those speech articulation skills, making sure that you have the right targets, making sure that you are producing the correct words and modeling it correctly so that your child can imitate it correctly. And so, guys, I just have to be honest, built this sensory box on a whim at the Dollar Tree for less than $20, and this could be an activity that you just trade out over and over and over again. So after I'm finished with my 3 and 4 syllable words that I'm working at, I would put those back in my container. I would take the sand out, put it in a Ziploc bag, and maybe the next time we use the macaroni, and now it's a whole new activity using a lot of the same materials. And again, you have a variety of skills that you can target using your sensory box. And for our friends that are, again, busy running around, it's really gonna calm them down. In the opposite, if you have a low arousal child, then this is gonna have them be excited and feeling textures, which will amp up those processing systems and allow them to retain information more easily. So that's all I have for today. And thanks for watching the sporadic Speedy Speech video. And I will see you next time. Make sure to check out speedyslp.com, where we just put out 2 brand new products that are on the page. One is for prepositions, which goes with the prepositional video that came out last week. And there is another product that is our spring bingo. And again, using the bingo with the chips or with pennies, that is another fantastic at-home activity where you can increase vocabulary, increase comprehension skills, increase following directions, pointing, labeling, you name it. You could do anything with this bingo resource. So make sure to check those out at speedyslp.com or on our teacherspayteachers.com/store/speedy speech SLP. I will put the links for those down below in the description. And thanks so much for watching. See you next time.